this gets answered here. Good afternoon, Evolution family. Today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2026. It's a little bit after 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. I want to welcome you to the Archer Travel Wednesday training. This was the original training that we had back in the day when we started 10 years ago, when we would be on a desk with a computer, or we'd be in the closet shooting something. But this is a good one, and we have a really good one for you today. We do this twice a year. We do it in the summer, and we also do it in the winter. And I want to introduce the lady who helps me with this, the lovely Miss Susie Hegmuller here.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad to be back in this training. Like Jose said, we do it twice a year. It's become really important, and during today's world, it's even more at the forefront.
Yeah. The theme for today, let's get to it and let's get started. Now, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation, and you will want a copy of this one. Come on now.
Zap.
There we go. All right, it's summer, travel fraud, and 21 days, summer of 2026. We also do a winter one to get you guys ready. Now, we had a wonderful article that just was published in Travel Pulse that we're going to go through, okay, that talks about how AI is now affecting travel fraud, and when we reviewed it. So we're going to have that. We're also going to show you like what 21 days is about and how this is about protection for you. We're going to keep saying that and hammering this, that this is protection for you. And so for you and your business and what you got going on. And this also is protection for the clients, but primarily it is protection for you. So we're going to get to this. And yeah, it's great to have you back, by the way.
Thank you for having me. I'm really glad
we used to do this a lot when we were at the other place. And Susie's going to be with us, just so you guys know. We're heading into the summer month. And in June, we always kind of like do geography of the world. Next week, we're going to be doing how to book Hawaii.
Great.
Then we're going to do how to book Mexico. Then we're going to do how to book Europe. Then we're going to book how to book Caribbean. So you will be all, how do I do that? How do I book those places? We're going to show you that all in the month of June. So we're really excited about that. And Susie will be joining us for all of those.
And good for June, we're going to be doing Hawaii. For those of you that are going to be attending the convention in Honolulu, we're going to give you some things, from tips to do and see. Some highlights of the island, some great restaurants, and so while you're at the convention.
We're also going to be doing a special show for you, a special convention preview of what to expect when you get to Hawaii, the weather, where the resort is, and what's close to the resort. And what you're going to be like, and so we're going to show you videos on that. We're going to have maps for you, so you don't walk in there blind, you don't know what's going on. And we're going to show you, like, okay, when you get to the place, here's where you go for registration, here's where you're going to go for the conferences, the trade shows, and everything else.
Great.
So we're going to have a really great pre-convention show, which is, I think, the second week in July, or we've been talking about it. Myself and the media team and Amanda, but we will be going and doing that. So we got a lot of great stuff that's lined up for you guys for this summer. So come on along. All right, so let's get to this, okay? Because we got a lot to cover. Travel fraud, 21 days. All right, so why? Okay, here we go. To clear up misunderstandings.
Okay, to clear up misunderstandings, to make the process easier for agents, to make the process faster to use for agents, and to prevent travel fraud. Agents, you need to beware. This is becoming very prevalent, and I'm a person you get the email from asking you for documentation, and for good reason. There's some big frauds out there, and we want to make sure you're covered and Archer Travel is covered.
That's right, you guys. So we really want to make sure about that. So the Travel Cafe booking 21-day recs. Okay, what is 21 days, Jose? What is that? A lot of you new agents, they don't know. What do you mean by 21 days? What is that? I know it's 3 weeks, but how does that affect? And we're going to show you that, and we're going to show you where you can find that information in your Travel Cafe. So let's now go to the next slide. Okay, so here is a calendar, okay? Here's the July of 2026. Notice, if someone comes to you on this date, right? This is within 21 days. And they say, I need to be in Phoenix on the 15th, and I need to be first class, and I want this and that and everything else, okay? That's within 21 days. You understand? Anything, so, okay, let's say if it was the 2nd, if so, and it goes, then it just goes to the 22nd, you see? It's within 21 days. Understand this concept. If you do not, call me, and then I'll show you.
Please, really all it means is if your customer, it doesn't mean they're going to be gone for 21 days. It means from the day they come to you and you book something, from the day they depart, count 21 days forward. If it falls in that time period, you must follow the 21-day process.
Now, there are certain companies that you're going to try to go and book something with, and they won't allow you to do it. For example, ALG, VAX, will not take a 21-day booking. They will not do that.
So if you're having trouble booking in VAX and you call me and say, Susie, I can't make this booking, there seems to be a problem. If I say to you, what's your departure date, and you say it's under the 21 days, that's where the issue comes in. We've tried to try to make this easy, but also to protect you. And I know it gets complicated sometimes, but it's for your protection and it's for your customers' protection.
Yes, it is. It is. It's for both of you. And again, our job is to make your life easier. And this is one of the ways to make it easier. If someone comes to you now, okay, so let's go to the next slide. Okay. So, all right, here, let's clear this. Can we take this full? Here we go.
I can take it full.
Okay, are you booking travel within 21 days of departure? Okay. You must submit a completed credit card authorization form and booking information to Archer Travel if the reservations are made within 21 days of departure with the suppliers below. With the suppliers below. Okay? Now, if you go to your travel cafe, you click the Forms tab, there you'll find the credit card authorization form, booking within 21 days. So for U.S. agents, you want to name the companies? Okay.
Here we go. Apple Vacations, American Airlines Vacations, AM Resorts Collection, Archer Go has been added. So those of you that do not know that, Archer Go is now on there. Beds Online, Blue Sky Tours, Delta Vacations, Fun Jet Vacations, Pleasant Holidays, Ski.com, Southwest Vacations, Travel Impressions, and United Vacations.
You guys, a lot of this is on ALG, as you can see.
Yeah, most of it is under the ALG
But there's
umbrella.
also Delta Vacations. These are the land suppliers, the land vendors, if you look at this. Pleasant Holidays, Delta Vacations, American Airlines Vacations. All of these are land suppliers, okay? If you notice, there's no cruise lines on here. Now, if you're booking within 21 days with these companies, you need to submit this credit card form and booking information.
Also notice Expedia Tap is not on here.
Expedia Tap is not on there.
Right.
Okay.
So this 21-day booking actually comes to me. So if you have a question about how to submit it or do I need it, I'm the person who monitors 21-day bookings. And the way we do that is we go to each of these suppliers, we pull up all the bookings that fall within 21 days, and if we catch one that we don't see in the 21-day inbox, you will get an email from us stating that we must have documentation. Usually we give you within 24 hours, sometimes a little more, not much more, because if your departure is that close, you have the responsibility to provide that to us, or this is what the downside of this is. If you do not provide the proper documentation to us, there's a possibility your booking will get canceled. So are you going to tell your customer, I'm sorry I didn't follow procedure and you don't have a booking? The second part, that is really the ugly part, your commission can be withheld if these are not followed properly. This is very dangerous. You're taking someone's money and you're using it to buy something. So we're going to go to the next slide, which is going to be the authorization form. Whether it's the 21-day booking form or as an agent, every time you make a booking, whether it falls under these suppliers or not, your responsibility is to make sure you're selling your customer what you're charging their card with. So make sure they understand what they're getting and fill out this form regardless, but 100% I have to see it for 21 days, okay?
Now, let's talk about this, the credit card authorization form. This is for your protection and your client's protection, but for you. Again, Archer Travel policy, if there is fraud found, it is on the agent's responsibility. And if you don't have a credit card authorization form and the proper documentation, you're going to be out of some buck. Now, again, use this. Now, look, here we have how to fill out the credit card authorization form. It's right there in the Travel Cafe, how to fill it out. So if you have any questions, it's right there. You see, you are the independent contractor. That's your information. Then you put in the client's name, okay? So it's pretty easy and straightforward to take care of it. So here, let's go to the next slide.
See what the form looks like so they can see.
Okay. All right,
Great.
now here is the credit card authorization form.
Tell them where to find it.
Yeah, it's in the Travel Cafe. Under Forms, you'll see the credit card authorization form in there in the Forms tab. And if you see here in the bottom of the page, you see here where it says travel protection was offered, travel protection was accepted. Yes, no, yes, no. So again, this is for your protection. You know, as a matter of fact, we're going to go to the Travel Cafe right now and we're going to show you where this is. So let's go to Travel Cafe if we can, Ryan.
Also, when you're filling this form out, remember you're the independent contractor, so the very top line needs to be the name of your business and you as the agent. It is not Archer Travel, okay? We're not the person making the booking. This form applies to you as the booking agent. Remember, Archer Travel is your host agency. Make sure you put the booking number in there, the name of the customer, and the details of what the booking is, whether it's air, car, package, Hawaii, but make sure you complete everything on here. Like Jose said, the important part of this that really gets you out of this, if we get stuck with something with a chargeback, is that box that says insurance was offered, yes or no, accepted or declined. If you complete this form properly and your customer does a chargeback, and we're going to talk about that later, this form and the documentation that we need, photo ID of the cardholder, and usually we ask for the back of the card with the last 4 digits blacked out. This will protect you from being responsible for a fraudulent charge, okay, or a chargeback.
Okay, can we go to Travel Cafe? I can't hear you, my thing went out.
He's trying to get in.
Okay.
It's not letting him go.
It's not letting him go. Okay,
Okay.
We'll get to it when we
later.
get to it. Let's go to the next
Okay.
slide. And we can go and show it to you in the Travel Cafe. Also, you guys, just so you know, in the next coming months, also we're going to be doing inside what the Travel Cafe, in the innards. We're going to go and explore all the tabs in the Travel Cafe so you guys have a real good understanding,
idea.
About how that works.
Because there's a lot of information.
What is travel fraud? We can take this full.
Go ahead, take this full.
Travel fraud are schemes for making money by deceptive, dishonest, or fraudulent means. Example, in travel fraud, victims are told by email that they've won an incredible cheap trip. However, these trips often have hidden costs. Tours that are advertised as free may not include airfare to the departure point or the hotel accommodation. The recipient of the free trip is required to make up these extra reservations through a specific company. In these instances, the costs are much, much higher than market price. This is just one example of travel fraud. There's so many different types of it, and we're going to kind of go through this today. Now, this next slide, let's see, here we go. Okay, this story broke yesterday on Travel Pulse. I don't know if you guys know Travel Pulse. Check it out. It's called travelpulse.com. Has some great travel news, travel industry news, and this was something. This is, the title of this was Skyrocketing Travel Prices Are Causing Consumers to Increasingly Fall Prey to Scams. Okay, due to what's happening on the planet, the fuel shortages and things like that that's happening. And you also have,
people are starting to it's almost like panic buying.
Yeah.
And that's where you're going to get caught on some of these scams because they know that people are kind of panic buying, not knowing what's going to go on. They're figuring, well, maybe I better buy it now because it's probably going to be more later.
Right. The challenge is on the rise by AI, according to new research from the online production company McAfee. The company found that 69% of consumers say AI-generated content makes travel scams harder to spot. There's merely one key findings of the McAfee report, and we're going to show you what the McAfee report showed us. If we can go to the next slide, that'd be great. Here we go.
These statistics are pretty
All right,
scary.
so here we go.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Go ahead.
Consumers to increasingly fall prey to scams. So this is, when you talk to your clients, your family members, your friends who know that you're working in travel, and they're like, they're coming to you. I got to book that, the Carnival Mardi Gras, and it's for Labor Day, and that's, you got to tell them to settle down and not pay attention to things that they get on their phones, whether it's text messages or something. 33% of consumers admit that they have ignored signs of a potential travel scam because the deal was too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
Or was time sensitive.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. If it's, I can get you a balcony for $75 for 7 days. It's
when Jose and I were talking about this, when I saw these numbers and these percentages, what came to my heart was, thank goodness you have travel agents.
Yeah.
Because this is where you're going to shine. This is where your credibility is going to come in.
Yep.
They're going to come to you, or you're going to reach out to them, and you have credibility because you are a certified agent and you know what you're selling. You're not selling off the wall, and you're not buying from suppliers that we don't know. When you start doing that and you go to suppliers that we have no relationship with, and you do something like that, you are out of the picture for protection. Do not do that. But you are becoming very important in today's world with what's going on with so many scams and all this going on.
And you know what? And then taking that farther is you're not only protecting that client, but his family. You know, if he's taking the kids or whatever. 27% admit they're no longer sure if travel messages they receive are real. That's crazy. 50% of people who fall for a travel scam fell for fake travel deals or promotions. If the deal is too good to be true. So tell your family members, your friends, your potential clients, if anything comes to you, please show it to me. Show it to me so I can make sure that you don't get ripped off. 50% felt manipulated or misleading photos of accommodations and destinations. That has been a problem with those.
Yeah, that's
been around for years. 15% fell for scam confirmation emails or booking messages. The biggest takeaway, most of those who lost money due to a travel scam, nearly half of them lost more than $500. And you don't want to be losing that kind of money. I mean, you just don't want to.
I mean, and then besides losing that money, which you're not going to ever get back, so you're also possibly jeopardizing a family vacation or a honeymoon
or something special that you need to go to.
Special thing that you want to do. So, you know, like Jose said, buyer beware. If it's too good to be true, it probably is no good.
Be the shield for them. Be that travel shield. Help protect that travel investment. Ryan, can we go to the next slide? Okay, here's something else, okay? Fake apps. Why are travel scams so effective? Fake apps. TripAdvisor, and you guys know TripAdvisor, was the most commonly impersonated travel app.
Wow.
Cloned at roughly 3 times the rate of other major platforms like Kayak, Expedia, and Booking.com. I'll say this again, so check your phone. Make sure if you really have the TripAdvisor app on there. Okay? And in some cases, thousands of scam detections trace back to just a handful of fake apps, which is an indicator just how quickly a convincing scam can take off when the travelers are racing to book, McAfee explained. So again, we have fake apps out there. You've got to get this information out to your family members, friends, your social, circle that you have. Because there's going to be people going to go, oh yeah, I bought on Royal Caribbean, I bought it on TripAdvisor, and I got it, for next to nothing.
And then they're going to come to you and go, can you beat this?
Yeah.
Can you match this? Be careful when somebody says, will you beat this or match? Have them send it to you.
Yeah, have them send it to you and say, you know what? It might be fake.
That's right.
It might be fake.
Scare them a little.
Yeah. Top 5 ways of raising travel costs and driving risky decisions. Booking travel faster than usual. When people feeling pressure to act quickly, oh my God, I'm going to lose that deal, they get slammed. Choosing cheaper deals without verifying. 32% said they would book before confirming legitimacy. Why are you going to book on something that you don't even know?
Right.
Ignoring red flags. 33 admit they're guilty of this mistake. They know there's something wrong, not right. They know, anyway. But they're seeing the price and they're seeing the pressure. Trusting messages that look legitimate. 41% trust airline hotel messages without verifying them. Clicking links without checking the source. 20% said that they click links first and verify the legitimacy of the link later or not at all. This reminds me of recently here in California. I don't know if you heard this on the news. There was a couple that lost like all their savings, and what it was a utility fraud. They mailed them a utility bill, okay, and it took them forever, like that they'd been spending water or something. And they lost all their savings. That was here in the Southland. And they did, and a simple phone call to the utility would have, but no, they used the phone number that was on the paper. Yeah, it's really bad. So again, you guys.
People are getting pretty slick.
We've been practicing
all right,
that
so here we
here.
go. Why travel scams are so effective. The most effective scam methods include fake travel deals or promotions, that's 15%. Scam booking confirmations or updates, that's 15%. Manipulated accommodations, listing, or photos. You guys have been
the photo thing is
yeah,
easy.
Yeah, on the properties that you decide to rent because your client doesn't want to stay in a hotel, they want to stay at that beach.
Yeah.
Right. So payment requires outside official platforms. That should be a red flag right there.
Right.
Fake vacation rental listings, fake airline or hotel websites, fake customer service impersonation. So, you guys, these are things that we've noticed in the last 3 months with how AI is now affecting fraud. AI is affecting everything. It's also affecting travel fraud. So you need to be aware of it.
I'm just going to put something in on here. We here at Archer Travel had to take a class on phishing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and we had to take the class, and we had to review it, and we had to pass the test. Okay? Everybody in this company took a class on phishing. And this is where you need to know how to catch phishing. And if you don't know what phishing is, I'm sure we can give them information on how to go over the website, because this is how they're catching people. They're doing phishing. It looks legitimate, but it's really not. And once you get hooked and they get your information from you, it's all over because it's going to them and 5,000 other people.
Yeah, there was an example was that, MSN, Outlook, we need you to change your password now.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Not true.
And you're thinking, okay, I guess my password is out, so I need to do it, and that's going to a fraudster. All right, let's talk about Evolution Archer types of other fraud. You see, it's not just one, chargebacks. Go ahead.
Okay, I handle chargebacks. Again, you're going to get the email from me, or you might get it from Nancy. And the chargebacks are online shoppers can deliberately abuse the chargeback process to get something for free. Hotel bookings and airline ticketing chargebacks are rampant, and they can affect travel. Itineraries, as well as, for example, a customer purchased an expensive vacation package through a travel agency, but even on one aspect of the experience can make them demand a chargeback on the entire vacation. What this means is we get chargebacks when the customer gets to like their hotel room and they say, oh, there's bugs in here and I'm not staying here, and they call you and you try to help them and they just go to another hotel. So what happens is they get back, they get their card, the charges on it, they go to the credit card company and say, I'm denying these charges. So like with ALG comes to me and says, do you have documentation so we can help fight this for you and for your agent? If I come to you and say I need documentation, that's why. If I provide the supplier the documentation for them to fight the chargeback, then pretty much we're clear of it and your customer can cry all they want. But that's why you need to make sure documentation is correct.
And what is that documentation that you need? It is the credit card authorization form.
Right.
The credit card authorization form. I'll say it again.
And also, when you do this and you explain to them what they're getting, just always know there's terms and conditions. And yes, when someone gets to a hotel, maybe it's not what they expected. So be sure that you're selling them something that they truly understand and what they want. So budget comes in important here. Somebody says, I want something cheap. Make sure you're absolutely clear with them what they're getting and what the consequences are if when they get there, it's not up to their expectations. So be sure you have that documentation, okay?
Yeah. Make sure you do. Okay. All right, let's go to the next slide. All right, internet travel agent fraud. Fraudsters prey on travel agents. Well, we just showed you how they do it. New agents, especially those who have their guard down, especially who are new agents, okay, because they're trying to book at the last minute. Travel agents are especially at risk with big ticket items like lavish vacation packages, which combine air and hotel. I'm a new agent. Oh my God, last night I got an email that, two people want to go to Paris. There's this couple that live in Cleveland, but I live in Los Angeles, and they want to go to Paris on a first-class flight, and they want the penthouse at the hotel.
In 3 days, they want to go.
In 3 days.
Yep.
Okay, that's fraud. That's fraud, you guys.
And I understand how this happens because especially with new agents, of course you want to get your business because you want to get commission. So instead of following the steps and the little hairs on the back of your neck jumping up when somebody gets you on internet or on your website, don't be afraid to question them. How did you hear about me? Make sure you get documentation before you do one thing for them. Yes. Tell them you need a copy of their passport or whatever. We're going to go into that next.
Yeah, we're going to get into that, how you protect yourself.
Don't step into this because they panic you. And I've had many agents, I'm sorry to say, they felt that pressure coming from the person at the other end. They won't send you You can't talk to them. It's all by email, and it's very intimidating. And I can understand how this happens to somebody because, of course, you want the business, but when somebody like that is doing that to you, they're bad news.
Yep. All right, let's go to the next slide. Here we go. Okay, travel fraud protection. Now listen to me. This never makes sense to me. A Facebook inquiry. Example, all right? You live in Detroit and someone in Seattle is calling you about a cruise that they want to go on Saturday. They only use email. They never phone or check the time. You know, they never phone. Check the time and origin when the email comes in. The booking is too good to be true. Won't fill out the Archer credit card authorization form. Here's your best line of defense right here. If you're dealing with this, oh, great, Mr. Client, you know what? Before you proceed, we have a policy here at Archer Travel, Archer Evolution Travel. You have to fill this out before I do anything. And they will say, oh, no, I don't want to do that, because they don't want to do that. In a hurry to book, travel tonight, tomorrow, next day. This is your best form of defense is right here. This is why you have to have this for every booking that you have to protect you and your business. So there you go. Travel fraud. And always, man, I always get, you know, I live in Los Angeles. Why is somebody in Buffalo, New York contacting me? I found you on the internet. I found you on Facebook. Great. They have travel agents in Buffalo, New York. All right, here he goes. Go ahead, Susie.
For travel fraud prevention, be very careful. Don't waste time with international itineraries. This is where this usually gets hit hard. They want something. I'm going to just give you an example. We had an agent. She was fairly new. She was contacted via her website. The guy told her that he wanted to surprise his girlfriend on an anniversary trip, but he didn't want her to know. He wanted to go to Paris, and then from Paris to London. He wanted like the Ritz-Carlton. This was very high-end, and he made it sound like he was doing a wonderful surprise for his wife or his girlfriend, and just he had to keep it on the QT. So this poor agent, thinking she was doing something nice, this guy scammed her for close to $8,000.
Yeah,
okay?
It happens, you guys.
It happens, and they're out there, and these people are super smart. Okay, be suspicious of all inquiries that you don't know from other states and areas.
Please, you guys, be suspicious of this.
Right.
You have got to be the policeman just like we are.
You do have to police.
Yeah. I mean, you got to start putting on. You know how you are the EMTs of travel? When your client's away, you're an EMT. But for you and your business, you got to like say, hey, you know what? I got to be Joe Friday and Dragnet and say, who's calling me? Who's contacting me from Buffalo, New York? I live in Los Angeles. Who's contacting me from Atlanta? Fill out the credit card authorization form. Charge a booking fee. Try to say, okay, you know what? Before I even proceed, I have a $100 research fee.
A research fee.
I have this, I have that.
And then if it goes through, I'll apply it toward the booking.
Yeah.
But if you start to ask them these questions and you might make them a little nervous, you just did yourself a favor.
Yeah, you did. Now, and you know what, senior leadership, I really need your help here. Bring out this information, get this information to all of your new agents, because, you know, you guys are bringing in agents all the time. And this is important, and now is the time. Summer is a time, the summer season and winter season, that's when the fraud goes.
It escalates, right.
Not during shoulder season, but there we go. All right, here we go. Connect with client. Okay, so let's see, all right? Let's see, let's try to figure this out. Okay, Mr. Client, let's connect. All right, I'm gonna call you. I will call you. Give me your phone number.
Also, I want to tell you something else. When they give you the phone number, go to area codes, put in that phone number with the area code, and find out where that person really lives. Because I've caught them, they fill out the credit card authorization form with a telephone number. I go back, the number does not coordinate with where they say they live. Mm-hmm. The other thing, they give you an address. We've had them that they fill out the form and everything. The address, go to Google Map, look at the house, if it is a house, because I've had them and they've been a parking lot. Mm-hmm. Who knows the difference? Those are two things you can protect yourself right off the bat with internet to take care of with Google. Okay, fill out the credit card authorization form, get copy of our ID, and it should be, if it's international, you should have the passport, face copy of it, make sure that the passport's valid, and then make sure the picture, and look at the signature, because they're going to sign the credit card authorization. Check all referrals, Facebook, family, and then when in doubt, contact Upline or call us here at Archer Travel.
Yeah, and what I mean by referrals is like, oh yeah, you found me. Well, from who? Yeah, who you know, was it my family member? Was it my cousin that's on my Facebook page or whatever? All right, no, we got to go back one. Let's see here. Oh, no, wait a minute. Let's go back one. Okay, so here now. Can we go back one, please? Let's see. And let's go back again.
Okay, that's the stuff that you need.
Yeah, and go back again.
Here we go.
All right, so yeah. And no, go back one. I'm sorry. Sorry, our clickers are going. Okay, so, and let's go back one from here. And I think we're ready. Okay, so now let's go here. All right, now let's go to this one. Important, upline, recruiters, sponsors, please check all the new Evolution agents. Reach out to them. If you've got new agents and they're starting to book, have them say, hey, you know what, when you have your first booking, call me or call Archer Travel, talk to Jose or Susie. We get this all the time from new agents. Oh, I don't need to call. I'm a travel agent. I've done eight videos. I know.
Yeah, I know it.
Right.
I got it.
I got it. No, call us. Well, first off, because we want to make sure, number one, you're going to make the commission on it. We want to make sure that you're doing it right. We want to make sure that you've priced it correctly. And you guys, I know that there's a ton of information out there. Rome's not built in a day. It takes to learn every day. Please check all the new Evolution agents and reach out to them. Are the clients real? Are they legitimate? See if they are real. Feel them out. Vet them. Get to know them. If something doesn't feel right, contact your upline or contact Archer Travel. Now, let's go to the next slide. Here we go. We're going to show you some examples of fraud. Here is a passport. I remember when we got this. This was like 4 or 5 years ago.
I know. And then we kept getting them after that. This guy kept using the same passport and frauding it.
Yeah. So this guy, we looked at this, and we went, wait a minute. This actually came into the office.
That's the Terminator.
And we looked at this. This was copies of it, and we said, well, here we have some examples to show. The one thing that always got me was the name on the signature, which it says Amber, right? But then there were some other things that you saw, right?
Yeah, some of the pictures, the bottom, the numbers. Some of this passport has been altered, and these people know how to do these kind of things. They actually know how to make a fake passport, but a couple of things did not match. The authorization where he said he lived wasn't even anywhere near.
Yeah.
And I think this is one, I ran the address, and it was like a Walmart parking lot, okay?
Yeah.
So just little things that you look at, and if you have your own passport, actually I had somebody's passport here, and I opened it up and tried to do some of the match to it, and that's where we caught it.
Yeah, that's where we caught it. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And then here's the credit cards that we got from him. And we looked at this and we went, again, on the back, the authorized signature was Amber. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. How's Amber become John Conley? Or is it John Conley's right. Amber? I don't know. Yeah. But, and then there was a thing about the Visa card, the Visa logo in the back. Yeah, the Visa,
and then he, some of the CCV was blacked out. So, sorry, they know how to do this stuff. So these are just things you need to look at. And if they don't want to show this to you, then you need to move on.
Fine. They can find another agent,
but not you. Let them go somewhere else, but not you.
All right, let's go to the next slide. Here we go. All right, here's an example of an email that you get, okay? And this is funny because this was for UNICEF. Even. This was for UNICEF.
Like they don't have their own travel agency.
Yeah, like they don't have their own travel company. Right. Like they don't do that, right? You would think that UNICEF is a big, well, first off, they're funded by the United Nations. I'm pretty sure they have their own travel office.
Pretty sure, yeah.
But they're looking out for a travel consultant to kindly partner with UNICEF to book a flight for one of their board members traveling from Santo Domingo and going to Miami.
Sure.
Yeah, and then, we got, I forget the date that we got this on, but look at the departure dates and the return date. Class, kindly refer with an offer for your perusal and payment. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a wonderful day. Again, don't be doing this, okay? And this is the travel coordinator there at UNICEF reaching out to an agent, just throwing it out there.
And their board member happens to be in Santo Domingo.
Yeah.
I see he needs to come home.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
Just read this and think about what this person just said.
Yeah. And let's go to the next slide. Here's some more examples of what you might get in an email. We're not even going to go into this, but anything that has Dakar, Lagos, any foreign place that's like really far, like the air is going to be like $2,000 or $3,000. Goodbye. Sorry, I'm not going to book that.
Also, if you try to do any of these kind of air bookings that are outside, and are those city pairs that kind of send a red flag to us, if you send it to Archer Go, they will deny this. They'll just tell you we're unable to, at this time, to process your request. So we tell your customer to go directly to the airline and buy that ticket. Yeah. Remember, you're not making any commission off this, so why do you want to put yourself through all this stress? Yeah. Please go directly to the carrier and go ahead and purchase your ticket. But thank you very much.
Yeah, okay? Good luck. Good luck. It's why are you bothering me with air? Oh, this one I love. I'll read this one because this is.
Wow.
I hope this message finds you well. My husband and I are planning a vacation for November 30th for 8 to 10 days. We're seeking professional guides to help us choose the ideal destination for that time of year. We greatly appreciate your recommendations on the best vacation spots for that season, as well as available travel packages or itinerary options that you could suggest. Our goal is to create a memorable and relaxing experience. We value your expertise in helping us make the right choice. Please let us know the next steps to begin planning if you require any additional information from us to tailor your suggestions. Thank you for your time. Wait, they don't even know where they want to go.
They just want to talk to somebody and fraud you. Yeah.
And fraud you.
So you're going to give them your expertise and tell them someplace really cool.
Right.
They're going to go, wow, that sounds really great. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I want.
And now you're already in that rabbit hole.
And we want to make it, just the best, so really get back to us. Okay, now look, if this person, this Katya Elise, if she was a real person, what, that they don't have travel advisors or travel stores in their city of where they live in? Of course they do.
And they have no idea where they want to go?
And they have no idea where they want to go.
But they want 8 or 10 days, but they don't know
we
where.
want to choose an ideal destination for that time of year. So, I'm like, really, you have the whole planet to choose from. Why don't you just forget it? Don't even waste your time with this. Don't waste your time. If you get emails, and we always get emails emailed to me.
We got one yesterday. That one I told you.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I'm not answering this person. It was,
yeah.
It was phishing.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got one yesterday. Here's another one. Okay, this one's going to lead into something else that we need to talk about. Hi, my team and I are planning our first trip to Italy, and we're seeking a reliable local agency to handle our travel arrangements. Well, you are, but I'm in Los Angeles, and you're in Chicago. Local agency. Can we schedule a quick Zoom or Google Meet soon to discuss? Please let me know the earliest available times. Be careful here.
Especially with the Zoom.
Especially with the Zoom. We have example of this. Can we go to the next one, please? Okay, go ahead.
Travel advisors should be in control of sending links, video invites, and having the consultation. The potential client is not in control of how you run your business. You are. Be aware of fake links and videos, Zoom invites, and scammers. I think we had somebody not too long ago.
That's right. This was last year that
it was
happened.
A Zoom call, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And they invited people to join the Zoom call.
Okay, now as a matter of fact, we're going to go to the next slide.
And this is how
we had an agent that fell to this.
That fell to the Zoom
here we go.
call. Yeah.
Let me give you the setup on this, okay? This was through Agent Universe. As you guys know, that you can publish your profiles. And your profiles are published onto Google. Let's say that you're an Art Travolution agent and you're part of Agent Universe and you live in Phoenix and you've done all the programming and you've published your profile in Agent Universe. So if I sit down and I'm a travel agent in Phoenix, my picture and my profile will pop up.
Right.
Okay, this happened. Okay, I got hacked this week. The fraudsters said they were looking for someone to help them plan their honeymoon trip and found my info on Travel Leaders Network. They insisted I use their Zoom link, which is how they got me. I got wise, but it was too late. I already tried to log into their Zoom link. Looking back, I see the red flags, but everything seemed plausible at the time. I'm just now getting my computer back online. For safety reasons, we had to disconnect our Wi-Fi, save any odds and ends to my external hard drive, and wipe my computer clean. They went for my Amazon account and my Square account. They didn't get anywhere with either, but the really scary part was that if I restarted my computer, it would go into an update, but it was hung up at 10% with no movement of the circle. All of a sudden, the mouse would move on its own accord. They were trying to take control of my computer, hence we had to wipe the hard drive. This is scary. This is a horror story.
This is when we got this.
Yeah.
I think we were all shocked that that's how these people are getting super smart to invite you to a Zoom call and then suck your computer dry.
Of everything.
They've got, now remember, you got contacts on there, and so what happens
you have your money.
Is they use that, and then they get other people, and then they use your money.
Okay.
They're too slick. Walk away.
So this is, and I really thank this travel advisor that she sent me that I could say, I want to share this with you guys. Luckily for me, all my client info is either encrypted in Travify or safely stored on my external hard drive, which is always disconnected unless I'm actively working with it. I just want to let you know, because I've heard many other travel agents comment on how most leads that come from TNL nowadays are scams or fraud of some sort or the other. we may want to let TLM know about these issues. Thanks from Travel Advisor. P.S. All it took was one distracted minute from my system to be compromised. If I can save one other agent from that, I'm happy to do so. I salute this agent for sharing this with us.
Really?
I really do. You guys, please, please, please be careful.
I just think about how this agent must have felt when they realized what happened to them.
Yeah.
And again, we appreciate them coming forward because most people wouldn't want to tell somebody what an awful thing they did, or how they got sucked into this. But look how quickly she got or he got into this.
Yeah. And let me just say something about TLN and Agent Universe. They have been really sticklers. We get notices at least once a week from them explaining about this fraud to all the agents. They hit everybody with an email blast going, be careful, be careful, be careful. Don't ever, ever, ever accept a Zoom invitation. You give them the Zoom invitation to join you on your account, your Zoom account. Okay, so be very careful here, you guys. Okay. So there we go. There's all this fraud. I mean, it's like
really sad.
I'll just never stop. All right, AAA from Westways. How do I protect myself from AI travel scams? Okay, right. Now they have not just travel scams; they have AI travel scams. How do I protect myself? Be careful of all social media contacts from potential clients and suppliers. Red flag anything. If I can understand if you're like living in Los Angeles and somebody from Long Beach, somebody from maybe San Bernardino, maybe the desert, Palm Springs. But if you're getting somebody from Cleveland, Ohio, and you don't know anybody in Cleveland, Ohio, something's not right. Think about it. Don't be fooled. Be vigilant. And it's all about reducing the risk. And if you have any questions, call us. Before you even start, call us, okay? Or contact your upline or contact us. We will set you straight. We'll say, okay, really, let's see where we're at with that. Okay, Archer Travel Fraud and Prevention Checklist. Please don't hurt. Please don't hate me.
Don't hurt
they pulled this. They pulled this, but I really like this video. I like this animation.
It is a good one. It's very
and it's a real good one. It has some really great points.
Yeah.
Here, let's check it out. It's an animation. Check it out.
Very cute.
Hello Evolution agents, Ron Archer here, and today we want to share with you important information about travel fraud detection and prevention. In this webinar, we will go over simple techniques and solutions to deal with travel fraud. We hope that you, the agent, will be able to detect and prevent travel fraud in your own home-based travel business. Did you know that there's $1.4 billion in credit card fraud committed every year against the travel industry? That's right, $1.4 billion with a B. And that happens to all types of travel agents, regardless of whether they're beginners or experienced. First, let me share the not so good news. As an Evolution travel agent, you are responsible for all financial arrangements and transactions within your home-based travel business. That means you need to protect yourself. And to complicate matters, many errors and omissions insurance carriers won't protect travel agents against fraud. So that means you need to protect yourself. And once fraud occurs, it's very difficult for travel agents to recover the funds. So we want to help you eliminate fraud up front. Now for the good news. While you can't eliminate the risk of fraud, there are tons of ways to safeguard against it. One of them is to understand how criminals work. Our staff at Archer Travel have compiled travel agent detection and prevention guidelines to assist you. We've also included a link at the end of this webinar so you can download these guidelines and print them for your personal use. If you still have questions or need more assistance in dealing with this subject, please do not hesitate to contact us at Archer Travel. So now I would like to bring in our training agent, Jose Lambert, who will help you to detect and prevent fraud from happening with your travel bookings. Jose?
Thanks, Ron. Fraud is a 24/7 job for fraudsters. Beginning agents, returning agents, and even experienced agents can fall into the web of travel fraudsters. Evolution travel agents should be aware of the following warning signs. Number 1, the potential client avoids or refuses to complete the Archer Travel credit card authorization form. Number 2, Facebook inquiries from someone you've never heard of who resides in a different part of the United States or the world. It's a warning sign if they need to contact you right away so they can book travel that same day or that same night. Number 3, be careful if a potential client is in an extreme hurry to book. It's the warning sign if they're attempting to travel to faraway locations today or tomorrow and want to book right away. Number 4, the booking is too good to be true. For example, the potential client wants 5 deluxe suites for the cruise booking, or they want to book 3 penthouse suites at the Riu Palace in Punta Cana. Number 5, they only use email and do not want to be bothered with phone calls. You should check the time and origins of all these emails. Fraudsters target travel agents every day. It's not realistic to stop fraud, but what we can do is try to spot it early and make those losses as minimal as possible. Many times there are cases of fraud that could have been avoided simply by checking basic data. Knowing your customer is key to not becoming a victim. In cases of uncertainty, here is our checklist of ways to prevent travel fraud. Number 1, know your clients. Get referrals of your clients from people you know. Number 2, have your client fill out the Archer Travel Credit Card Authorization Form. Get a copy of their driver's license and the copy of the front and back of their credit card. Number 3, ask for the client's home address and then look it up on Google Maps to see if it corresponds to what you have been told. Even if the address exists, take it a step further and ask them what color their front door is. Number 4, connect with your clients via phone. Ask the client to provide you with a telephone number to use for contact purposes. Then do a reverse lookup to verify if the addresses match using whitepages.com. If the client says they don't have time for phone calls, this should be a big warning. Number 5, check out the client's social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see if their profile looks suspicious. Number 6, when in doubt about potential fraudster, contact your upline or Archer Travel. If you have been a victim of travel fraud, contact the local authorities in your area as soon as possible. Prevention is your best defense. Ron?
Thank you, Jose. That's great information. Remember, Evolution family, we really want to help you protect against fraud. So if you have any suspicious bookings or suspicious clients, do not hesitate to get in touch with the office and we can help you determine whether it's a legitimate booking or not. As always, we appreciate your hard work, your energy, and your efforts.
Here we go. All right, so
Okay.
New agents, be aware of fraud, all right? And uplines, you need to step it up. I mean, really, you got to start working with your new agents and on those first 2 or 3 bookings that they have, just check it. And even if you don't have time to do that, say, you know what, call Jose, call Susie, call Peggy, call those people at Archer. They will look into the booking for you. If it's a cruise booking, if it's air, if it's anything, all-inclusive, we have the staff for you. We'd rather you take that extra step of prevention before something bad happens.
That's
So
it.
yeah, right?
Yep, an ounce of prevention.
Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so
Okay.
come on in here. Come on in here.
Come
I
on
want to
then.
thank you. She
Thank
is just
you.
a great lady.
Thank
she really
you.
is.
Thank you for having me.
And she's going to be with us for the next couple of weeks. I hope, if she doesn't get too busy. But next week's going to be
fraudster.
next week is funny because we're going to be doing Hawaii. And the reason why I bring her is because she's been to Hawaii several times. I've only been there like maybe once back in the 80s. But she knows all the names to all the towns, and I cannot pronounce the towns.
That's like he doesn't want me to say Kahalui.
Yeah, see, I
Because he
can't
won't
do those.
do it.
I can't do those things. I can't do those things. But yeah, if you want a copy, here, come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Okay.
If you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me right there. That's Jose@archertravel.com. Again, uplines, the golds, the silvers, the black. You guys that have those team meetings, go over this. Go over this. You should be going over this, twice a year or 2 or 3 times a year. It's protection for you and your teams and your businesses, and your teams are your family. Come on, we are family. So there you go. So that's that. Again, thank you so much, Susie. Susie's going to be with us next week.
Thank you.
We're going to do Hawaii. That's going to be a lot of fun. How to book Hawaii, and you should know how to book Hawaii because we're going to the convention. And then I will see you guys on Friday. Mr. Ryan, thank you for everything. I'll see you guys on Friday for the wrap-up of the week as we wrap up this week. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service with...
I'm Susie Hagmiller of Archer Travel Service, and thank you again. I hope this was informative to you, and we're just trying to help you be more successful. So by taking these extra steps, you will be a star.
That's right. You will be a star. All right. See you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.